be Charlotte Gray.
Yes, that's me.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm a pharmacist here. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Any exciting plans for the weekend?
Nope, just staying home with my cat.
Well, that sounds like a nice weekend. I have to work all weekend, so.
Yeah, it'll be nice, hopefully.
Yeah. So my technician told me that you have a prescription for 600 milligrams of ibuprofen, and he set up a patient profile for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I just want to set up an agenda with you before we get started. So I'm going to talk a little bit about your prescription, and then we're going to talk about scheduling, which is how we'll fit it into your daily routine. And then I just have some information to tell you about the drug, so you know about side effects and such. So can you tell me a little bit about why you're taking ibuprofen?
It's for my back pain.
It's for your back pain, and can you tell me what happened to your back?
I got into a pretty bad accident like about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I got T-boned,
Okay.
so
Wow.
it's pretty much from that still painful, and I'm looking for something to help.
That must have been a pretty scary.
Oh, terrifying. I still can't really get behind the wheel of a car without shaking.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. I think anybody would be worried after an experience like that. So can you tell me a little bit about what you've done to relieve the pain since?
Well, I took 2 weeks off work after the accident, and I've just been at home resting it, trying not to strain it, putting ice on it and heat packs, and just trying to do everything possible to help with the pain and try and get it down, but it just has not been working, so I'm kind of at my last resort now.
And have you taken any medication at all?
I've taken an Advil for when it gets really bad.
Okay. So let me get this right. It happened 2 weeks ago, and you've been resting it and icing it, and you've taken Advil.
Yes, Advil.
Okay. So how come? What's holding you back? What held you back from going into the doctor's office and getting a prescription?
I've just had bad experience with painkillers, and I knew that's what he was going to prescribe. My father abused painkillers, and like it just was a traumatic experience, and seeing what it did to his life and how dependent he was on it, and up until he overdosed on it, and it terrifies me, and I'm taking him now because nothing else has helped my back pain, and I have to get back to work. But my biggest fear is that I'm going to become dependent on him.
No, I definitely can understand why you would be worried about that, and going through a traumatizing experience like that, I couldn't even imagine or begin to imagine how that would make you feel and how you would worry about things like that. But I can assure you that the doctor has prescribed it to you at a safe dose. It's a safe medication, and you can take 1-3 times a day, and it's safe to take, and it will help relieve the pain throughout the day. And if you're worried about being dependent on them, it is a short-term medication. It's not forever. It's a total of 3 months. So this prescription you'll get for a month, and then you'll come in for 2 more refills. And at your next refill, we can plan to monitor you here from the pharmacy if you are concerned, or we can set up a blister pack so that we can control when you take your medications on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through to Friday. How does that sound to you?
That sounds great. It's such a relief off my chest to know I have you guys to help, and that there's all these options out there that I didn't know about. So that's really great, and definitely if I feel uncomfortable, or if I feel like I need some sort of more control or something, then I will come, and that's great to know.
Well, I'm glad that makes you feel relieved, because our goal is to ensure that you get through the medication therapy and get back up and running and back to work and doing things that you like to do. So like I said, the medication is 1 tablet 3 times a day. How are you planning on taking it?
So I'm guessing it would be just like morning, lunch, and night.
Okay, yeah, right. Did the doctor tell you this, or is this?
Yeah, he kind of mentioned it, but I don't know. I have an issue because I work night shifts sometimes, so I feel like I might get it mixed up a little bit, so I'm a little worried about that.
Okay. So when are you worried about taking it exactly?
In that morning period, because my night shift will kind of end when my morning would have started, so I'm kind of worried that I might confuse it because I took my evening dose when my morning,
Okay, I see what
it just kind of gets mixed up there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So I have a few options that might work for you. You could put the vial beside your bed and set an alarm so that you remember to take it. Or you could carry a baggie with you, and you could set an alarm on your phone. Would that work for you? Would either of those options work for you for your morning dose?
I like the phone one. I think I always have my phone with me, and that's my alarm clock too, so setting that would be great.
Okay, that sounds good. So tell me a little bit about how you're going to take your medication tomorrow.
Well, I'll set my alarm and I'll take it hopefully morning, kind of lunch and evening.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so here's your medication. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's like an orangey ready pill. Okay, so I'll let you take that. I have an information sheet here for you.
Okay.
And there are a few side effects that can occur when you're taking ibuprofen, and they include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. But these are pretty common, and if you get them, you can come into the pharmacy and we can sort something out for you, or you can stop taking the medication and come in if you feel it's severe. And some of the severe effects could include raised blood pressure. And you know, if you're feeling really bad while you're on the medication, you know, come into us and we'll help you out. And I realized you said that you took aspirin for Advil. Well, there are some painkillers that you shouldn't take. Well, you know, don't take any painkillers while you're on ibuprofen, and that includes like aspirin and Motrin. So just stick to the ibuprofen.
Okay.
Okay. And you know, if you forget to take your pill, you said, you know, you might forget. If it's like a couple hours after you're supposed to take it, you can feel free to take it. But if it's closer to the next dose, you know, just take your next dose and don't worry about the one you missed.
Okay.
Okay, so you can take that.
All right.
What other questions do you have for me?
I think you pretty much covered everything.
Okay.
Thank you very much for that. I mean, it's great to know that I have you guys, and that was such a relief, and it was great talking to you.
Yeah. Okay, well, it was really nice to meet you, and I hope that this works for you. And like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, come into the pharmacy and we'll help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.